Okay guys, so here we are on the next step. I don't want to shoot when actually I'm just highlighting the panels. Like I said, I just want to show you what I'm going to be doing. There's some inaccuracies with this kit and I want to talk about it right now. Let me bring in a little bit. This is where the rivet counters are going to throw a fit right now, but this canopy, I found out that the actual framing of the windows is kind of like a white cream color. I went ahead and I shot the whole thing with aluminum. If it was me, if I would have realized that before I shot it, I would have probably done it the right way. But you know, it's one of those things. Do you go ahead and fix it, or do you just want to leave it like that? I've looked around on the web, and there's plenty of 84Gs out there that don't have that cream white on the frame, on the canopy. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Another inaccuracy is these were supposed to be medium sea gray, but I'm just gonna leave them like that. I think it looks better. The same thing. I've seen them on the web just painted like this. I've seen some without them, and you know, it's just one of those things. So moving on, I wanted to show you guys the chart that I was talking about on my previous video. Now let me see if I could get you guys to let's see how we're gonna do this. Better view. There we go. Now this is a chart, a reference chart of the jet that it was given to me by the person who gave me the kit. And his name is Rich Rivaldo. Like I said, he's one of our top modelers, and he came across this chart and he gave it to me. Now if you look here closely, let me see, yeah, right there. Okay, if you look here closely, he actually went ahead and recommended, you know, the Tamiya spray. He also went ahead and labeled all the panels. You see these letters right here? These are the different paints that I could be using. For example, V, it's aluminum or aluminium, but it's from the Model Master, which I have. But I was comparing them to the Alclad. It's not that much different, so we're not going to be using that. These two, D and E, I don't have those paints, so I'm not going to be using that. I just have Duraluminum, Dark Aluminum, and they're all Alclad. Those are the ones that I'm going to be using. Now let me zoom you out, and you guys could see over here, every panel has a different letter. Now this chart is symmetrical, meaning one side is just identical or the mirror image of the other, and in real life that does not happen, but it is good to have as a reference because it kind of breaks the surface down. I mean, that way you don't have a block of aluminum just sitting there. That way you can break it down, give it a more realistic look. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna be highlighting some panels on the wings, on the fuselage. I mean, I have the whole entire reference here. I could pick the panels that I want to highlight. And to do that, I'm going to be using, for the fuselage, I'm going to be using Tamiya tape. Now, you got to be really careful with Alclad. Alclad is probably the toughest metallizer out there, so you're not going to be having problems with, you know, peeling off the paint. But this is probably the best tape out there. If you guys know of any other tape that is good for Alclad, let me know. but as far as I know, this is the real good tape for that. I think this is the 10mm one. Yeah, 10mm. So I'm gonna be using that for areas like, you know, like these panels right here, panels that are in the fuselage. Now for the panels that are on the actual wing, since it's a flat surface on the underneath parts of the wing. Now my hands have been washed, so that's why I'm handling this, and this has been curing for, I don't know, a week maybe. I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna be using Post-its. Now I learned this tip from many modelers. I've heard about it, but I just Phil Flory using it on his last video, and you know, you can use it to retouch if you don't want to be masking and stuff. And the ideal thing about Post-its is that it's low tack, so it works really good. You just line it up really good like this, and there you go. You can have now, you can paint all these panels without worrying about you know, overspray. Of course, I'm gonna be protecting the airplane a little more, but since these are Alclads and they're just changing the tonality a little bit, I'm not too worried about overspray. But it's a nice way to mask, you know, the fastest probably way to do it. It's a really nice tip. You could use it for any touch-up that you guys want to do on cars or armor even. I'm gonna be using this a lot on my other project, the KV-1B that I'm doing to do the color modulations. These work really good. So here's a little tip. If you didn't know about it, guess what? You just learned something. I didn't want to shoot everything on the video because it makes my videos pretty long, so I'm just gonna cut the video and then show you guys after I'm done, you know, doing the different panels. So I'll be right back. Okay, so there you have it. We're done. That was some tedious work with the masking and stuff. I had to take a coffee break here, but we're done. You guys could see on the wings there, the shiny spots, like right there and right over here. That's where I had a little bit of a run with the Alclads. They're extremely thin, and if you don't watch your pressure, you're gonna have runs, so you gotta be careful with that, but nothing to freak out about. I mean, same on the bottom wings and the tail. See the tail right there? See it right there. So that was fun. It's just the masking was just but the next step will be to paint the anti-glare panel. Right here, you guys can see it, solid drab. I'll be using acrylics for that. That should be fast and easy. And then after that, give it a coat of future wax to protect the paint job. And then after that comes the decaling, which I'm not looking forward to. But yeah, it should be ready in about a week or so. So I'll be posting the last video on this. Maybe another update after that. I don't know. It depends on how much I advance on this. But take your time, guys. Some guys said, you know, take your time so you can finish faster, and he was right. If you rush through things, you may end up doing a lot of mistakes and going back and fixing them again. So take your time, you know, be patient, and it'll turn out good, or at least decent like this one. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next update. All right, take care.